Sunburns are very, very painful. And in today's video, you're going to learn about some stories of us getting sunburned.
All right.
Hey, everyone. Welcome back to another episode. It's so hot. We're the hosts. My name is MJ.
My name is Adam.
Here on the MJ and Adam Show, we invite you to become our friend in this natural English conversation where you can learn some things about listening skills, maybe new vocab, new phrases. But the biggest thing that we like to explain and express is the feeling of English, because it's not something you can get in a textbook. Hey, if you want to go deeper in and get to know me and Adam even a little more, become a part of the community. Next Step Member Community is something that we offer on our website where you get a lot of cool, different things. So check it out if you're interested, if you want to feel the English even more. Today's episode, everyone, we're going to be talking about sunburns. It's getting hotter and hotter. I believe that the rainy season has officially been closed and finished off here in Japan, which is amazing because it's like almost 2 weeks early than it usually happens.
Right, yeah.
So kind of news. It's been getting hotter out. It's getting hotter out. What happens? People go out. When you go out, what do? Hey, maybe you want to, get some sun in, because in North America, having a tan, a healthy tan is something that's looked at as being like kind
healthy.
Of good.
Yeah, kind of good.
Kind of healthy,
Yeah.
So I went out personally, everyone, with out in my yard, doing some yard work. And typically when I go outside, I'm just, I pull up, the sleeves on my shirt. Yeah, roll up the sleeves because I don't want just like the trucker's tan.
Trucker's tan, okay.
Yeah, because when you're driving the truck, everyone, just your hands are exposed from the window, but you have your shirt on. Yeah. So I didn't want that. So I roll up the sleeves usually. But this time, everyone, I'm like, you know what? I remember growing up, my dad always doing a lot of yard work. And him just taking his whole shirt off. He puts on like a little bandana to cover the sweat, and he just goes in and does so much work out in the yard. So I'm like, yeah, I'm going to be like my pops, take my shirt off, no bandana, no bandana. But in turn, I'm going to get some good tan, get a good bronze on me,
Yeah.
I didn't think about how strong those UV rays could be. I thought I was safe. I thought, I'm like, hey, I got some of that Spanish blood in me, so maybe my skin's all right. And thinking also about the past of like going out and getting tans in Japan, I've never actually gotten burned in Japan.
Okay.
But hey, there's a first for everything, everyone. And I got burnt real good this past weekend. Here's the evidence. I mean, I should have taken pictures of my back when it just happened because it was bad, everyone. I was like a lobster. It's like, if I was standing with my shirt off at an intersection, people would be stopping because they would thought it was like a stop sign. Tomare? Is that a tomare sign? No, that's MJ's back. Okay.
So how long were you outside?
So I realized when I finished with outside and I came back inside. And I was probably out there for 2 hours.
Oh, wow.
At least 2 hours.
Yeah.
Most of the time I was like doing some yard work, cutting some hedges, pulling a lot of weeds out and stuff, but and yes, it was hot, but I wasn't like dripping sweat. I didn't feel like crazy hot. It didn't feel even like the sun beating down on me. It didn't feel like I'm in the desert when I'm like panting, like trying to breathe or anything.
Right.
It wasn't that bad. So I was like, okay. I'm all right until I got inside.
Started feeling a little tickle on your back.
No. I only felt the little tickle after I put on my shirt because I had the shirt off, right?
Right.
I came inside and I was like, my hair is like kind of on my shoulder. So I'm like, it's a little itchy right there. What's that? And then I put on the shirt and I felt that little tingle, felt that little raw kind of feel to the skin.
Sandpaper kind of, what's this feeling? Yeah.
And then I look in the mirror and I'm like, oh, yeah, that's burnt. But at the time, that day, for the rest of the day, I didn't feel like painful at all. It was fine.
Okay.
It looked horrible, but it wasn't bad. So it wasn't until the next day when it kicked in. That's when it kicked in, when it
Right.
felt like a little tight.
Yeah.
When I like kind of like went like that,
Yeah.
skin felt a little tighter.
Right.
So you got to be careful out there,
You
everyone.
do.
Even
For
you
sure.
really have to be careful. But it was only my back, which was really weird.
Mm.
Like my face was fine.
Right.
My arms, like I got like a nice little tan right there.
Right.
But the burnt was just my back.
Could have been
Crispy.
because you were like leaning over, pulling stuff, and maybe your posture
Must have
position.
been.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Like you had
Yeah.
the front of you was making a nice kage shade for your front
Yeah,
side.
yeah,
Where you
Yeah.
were- and your back just took all the blunt force of the sunlight.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yes.
It reminds me of the time where I got sunburned because, like you, I was thinking the same way. My parents
Okay.
are from the Caribbean. Of course, I got the darker skin, so I
Yeah.
felt safe
I'm
from the
okay.
sun. I'm okay.
Yeah.
Like, you know, black people don't get sunburned. Boy, was I wrong.
Oh my
Right?
gosh.
Yeah, so I went surfing one day and I spent about, 3, 4, 5, maybe 6 hours at the beach
Ooh. Yeah.
thinking the same thing. It was not a very sunny day. It was a little bit cloudy. The sun rays weren't strong. I got the nice,
Right.
air current coming from this ocean.
Yes. Yes. Ocean
A
breeze.
little bit
Yeah.
humid.
Mhm.
And going surfing. What else could be wrong? I'm in the water. I can't get sunburned in the water. Come on. Like, where would that happen? But I did. And the
Yeah.
first time I realized was probably when I got home.
Mm.
Because maybe if you go surfing, you might know you wax the board. And when you wax the board, some of the sand goes onto that wax.
Yes.
So it becomes like sandpaper. So I was doing my paddling a lot because I'm not a good surfer. It was my first time. And I thought maybe, okay, that wax with the sand scratched my chest very badly.
Yeah. Oh.
I didn't lay on the board, but my back was feeling scratchy too. But similar to MJ, I put
Yeah.
on my shirt and I felt that strange tingly feeling. I'm like, what's this
Right.
sensation? I never felt this before.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the next day was the worst day of my life. Not the
Oh,
worst day,
no.
but it felt so horrible. The
Yeah.
the feeling of my skin when I moved like this and like that. It was a burny, itchy,
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
tight sensation.
Just sensitive.
Just
Yeah.
very sensitive to everything I did. It was summer vacation, so luckily I didn't have to go into work and wear like a shirt or anything. I could just
Ooh.
wear a nice soft loose fitting t-shirt.
Right.
But yeah, it was the first time and probably the last time I ever got sunburned because I learned my lesson.
I've had in the past
Yeah.
experiences in other places, beaches, not in Japan,
Right.
where I've gotten sunburn. Like
Okay.
I remember like my face, I've got my legs burned.
Yeah.
I remember even like the part in my hair
Oh yes.
because the sun just beating down on your
Right,
head. So
yeah.
and that's another thing, like my head was fine. Like,
right.
but yeah, for my back, like, okay, so I got burnt. Of course, everyone. Yeah, I did not put any suntan lotion, no
Right.
sunscreen
Yeah,
on because
me too.
again, I thought I'm fine. You
Yeah.
know, I'm really white. So from the winter, I haven't gone out. I usually don't take my shirt off, but you know what? I'm gonna brave it out.
Today's
I'm
the
gonna
day.
Do that. I'm gonna do some work, get stuff done, and while
Yeah.
I'm doing that, I'm gonna get a suntan. It's gonna be awesome. Okay, so that's what I thought. So after getting burned, I think it was the second day
Mhm.
of me, like, trying to sleep comfortably in my bed, but
Right.
feel like, oh my gosh, every position or sitting down in chairs, I'm like, oh man, at least I had good posture while I was
Right.
sitting down because I wasn't leaning back at all. But I was like, I need something for this burn. Okay.
Yeah.
So I went to the local drugstore,
Uh-huh.
Kusuriya-san.
Yeah.
And I was like, okay, I need this lotion
Mhm.
for burns.
Right.
Okay. And so I was like, okay, hiyake go no cream,
Noodle cream. Yeah.
探してるけど, right? So
Yeah.
I'm looking for this sunburn like cream or some
yeah.
lotion or something.
Yeah.
And so the staff helped me. I got some nice aloe infused, aloe vera infused
Yes.
cream. So I was like, all right. I remember growing up, my mom always saying like, that's a really good thing to have, aloe. So I got that one.
Yeah.
Because there was a crazy, like, I don't know, like $20 like little like spray bottle to like help your skin. I was like, that's great. I'm gonna go with the one that's like 400 yen. It looks like aloe. There you go. Any case, so I got that one. And then it had me thinking while I was driving home in Japanese, okay, hiyake is sunburn.
Yeah.
I'm like, but what's like a tan? Because in English we say tan for when you get a good, healthy tan. It's not a burn where you overdid it. And now you have a problem because your skin is in pain because it's burnt. It's a tan.
Maybe we should make a new word. So hiyake could be tan. Hikoge could be burn.
Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Hikoge
it feels maybe that's what it is. Just because like when I understood the Japanese word for hiyake. Because yaketeru is, yes. I have the image of maybe not being burnt, but I guess yaiteru, right? When you're cooking, it's like yakimasu. Okay, you fry it, but it's not burnt. So that's right, like you said, kogeteru. All right. Hikoge might be the better one because what is like sun tanning salons? Like I don't know if they're so popular anymore in Japan.
Isn't it hiyake salon?
Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, I guess it is hiyake salon.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
So then hiyake is tan. Yeah. So maybe it's just me misunderstanding the word hiyake.
Right. But then what is sunburn?
What is sunburn?
Hiyake.
What do you call it? But then it translated when I went to the drugstore. Yeah. And I asked for this. Yeah. Because I got that heaty feeling, sensation on my back. It was an interesting, I guess, learning point in my life, even though I've been burnt before. Hey, it can happen anywhere. So be careful out there, everyone. Let us know in the comments down below. What do you call a sunburn in Japanese? Do you have something better for instead of us saying hikoge? Or do you like that one?
Yeah.
Hey, let us know. Did you get burnt this summer? Yes or no? Like the video, subscribe to the channel if you want more talks like this one.
That's it. We'll see you on the next step.